It's happening. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening. Story time. It's here. And the first one, I'm on the way to the top of a mountain. This is the thing I was talking about. I wanna do it in a new place every week. Or not every week, wow. Cut that, scratch that. Every time I do one, I'm gonna do it in a different place. Kind of unique. So this one's gonna be at the top of a mountain. I just have a hill to climb. Also, bringing a whiteboard because I'm not good at telling stories. So I need the visual aspect and I can't draw. Let's say that. So I'm nearly there. So I would like to welcome everyone to the first edition of Story Time. So you can see by my handwriting that it's not the best. Just got a fresh fade. And this story is going to be on the time I got shot at. So I'm going to put a disclaimer right now. God, my hair is really acting up. I'm going to put a disclaimer now. All of this may or may not be fact. The names, dates, times, ages, everything will be changed. No real information. This might have all happened in an alternate universe. Maybe all a lie. Okay, so as long as we're covered on that front, let's begin. So what we have is the start of the story. So there was me, the lads. The dog belonged to one of the lads. We were all bored when we were... Oh Jesus, that's awkward. Sorry, we had to move location. A woman came up on me and then there was more people walking, so... And then I looked down and I realised I was absolutely covered in insects. I was like, ah! So, we moved location. I gotta find a place for this camera. Right, story continues. I don't care if someone comes this time. I gotta redo my story time because it got all rubbed off. Hold up. As I was saying, me, the lads' dog. Get a close up on that dog. So we were between the ages of 15 to 18, right? Maybe between then. We had absolutely nothing to do. So the lads decided that they had gotten into hunting. So that was cool. I wasn't really into it. We'll get to that on another story time about hunting. But there was nothing to do. So I said, hey, what'll we do for the night? And the lad said, we're going lamping. If you don't know what lamping is, let me show you. So, you got a person. That's a battery, that's a lamp. You go out at night time, the lamp shines. The light shines directly into a little rabbit's eyes. That's a rabbit. So it shines directly into his eyes and the rabbit is blinded. Nighttime, when you shine light, you can see the reflection of a rabbit's eyes and they get dazzled, they don't move. So that's when person number 2 releases the dog. The rabbit can't see the dog while the light is blinding him. The dog's gotta go fast, run. The rabbit obviously starts running. The dog then runs and catches the rabbit. Rabbit is dead. Dog brings rabbit back. Excellent. I got a rabbit. That's lamping, pretty much. Not really into it, not my thing. I was young, decided to do it. Who cares? Anyway, so we went to this area, somewhere in Europe, shall I say, and we decided that we would go lamping this night. Now, none of us were good at it. We didn't really know what we were doing. One of the lads had got a lamp from his brother or something, and we decided we'll be the big lads and we'll go up and try the fields. By the way, you're looking at this t-shirt. This is legitly from 1984. This t-shirt is that old. way before I was born. So we decided to go lamping. We were in some fields for a while. I'd say we were about an hour and a half into lamping. Really, we weren't lamping. We were all just a group of us walking around fields, talking so loudly that any rabbits in the area would have run off. We were shining a light like this. But then we were in some fields, and let me draw the fields. By the way, these may be altered for the sake of legal. So there was here's a rough diagram. This is obviously not a fact. There's a farm here, field 1, field 2. Hold up, actually this was split off and this was split off. So these were fields also. We were in this field. We were right here. These are ditches all along here. So you shine the light up along, see if you can see whatever, rabbits. But we were talking so loudly that nothing was around. All of a sudden, intense music. Dun, 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 dun. So this road was not flat, right? This passageway coming up along here, and the fields were not flat. They had humps in them, but big humps like this, right? So when we were walking, we were going up a hump, down a hump, up a hump like that. So we seen lights in the distance coming from about here, right? These lights were beaming up into the air, 2 of them, and then they disappeared, and then they came back, and then they disappeared, and then we were like, hey, that's not a road, that's a passageway. That's the farmer who owns this field, and I don't think we're supposed to be here. I think we're trespassing. But this Jeep was coming incredibly fast. I must say he was doing probably 60 miles per hour on this tiny little road, and also we could see his lights like this, dipping. Lights were shooting up into the air because it was pitch black. So the beams of the lights were shooting up into the air and then back down and then up. Then the Jeep would disappear and then it would come back very quickly. We were like, oh, that's not good, we best get out of here. So we had the lamp still on for some reason, young and dumb. Let me just clean up this a bit. All right, so the Jeep was about here, because this was an incredibly long passage, by the way. These fields were huge, and there was a passage, and we were here. And we said, we can't go into here. This is field 4, that's field 5. Huge amount of fields down this way. We need to go down here, right? Because there's another field, another field, another field. So we were way inland almost from our home base. So we needed to get down here. This distance was very long. If you notice, there's a passageway here that we had to cross. So we decided that we would run. The Jeep is still coming, barreling. All this happened so fast, by the way. So you see the lights, you see the lights, see the lights. We take off running. Thought there was someone there. I was like, this is gonna be awkward. We take off running, right? We're like, oh, run back this way, run across this way. Then we're like, no, this is the way, because it's pitch black, by the way. It's pitch black. So we're running down along here. The Jeep is getting closer and closer. He's starting to slow down because we turned off the light. He's starting to slow down and wonder where we are. Then all of a sudden, the Jeep stops. So probably maybe about here, the Jeep stops, right? And we're running, we're about here. And then we see, he has a lamp. Imagine, he gets out with a lamp. So now we're the rabbits. And he starts shining it around the field. And he's obviously, we're not wearing camo clothing. We're wearing like hoodies and tracksuits and runners, white runners, flying through the field. He sees us, all right? And then the light goes off. And we're like, cool, he's just seen that it's some kids in a field pretending to lamp. He's gonna head on. That wasn't the case. He shone his light, seen us. He went back into his Jeep and picked up what I can only describe as a gun, due to the incidents that happened next. He then returned out. We were down here by this stage, just about to cross this passageway. And then I looked down, I was looking at the lights the whole time. Then I could see this figure standing to the front left of the Jeep, Here's the Jeep, and it's facing that way. It's facing this way. So the front, down there. Here's the lights, so you can see. He was standing like here. He was standing right here, just so much that the lights could catch the side of him, so I could see this figure standing there. And then a shot went off, right, from a shotgun. I grew up around hunting. I know a lot about it. I know what a gun looks like firing at night time. There's a flame. Shotgun shoots a large flame. Couple of foot, depends on the ammunition you're shooting. It shoots a large flame. While I was looking at that, I realised, hold on, this is where it gets good. So we've established, yeah, you remember the field? Remember the fields? We're here when this guy, when I'm looking, I pass this. This guy is standing beside the Jeep. Now I gotta get rid of this, so remember it. So, here's an attempt at drawing a shotgun. Alright, so at night time, Jesus, this is annoying. At night time, when your gun fires, here's the barrel of it, right? If you fire a shot, flames shoot out the front like that, just for a second. You can definitely see them though. So if he shot into the air, the flames would have went up. However, I was looking directly at him, and the flames came in our direction. They were at our level. So they fired directly at us while we were crossing this path. The shotgun fired directly at us. I didn't hear bullets. I didn't hear any crackling or anything. Could have been a blank, may not have been. He fired 2 shots. Boom, and I looked, and then boom, and I looked back, and I was like, I don't know if someone's after getting shot. And one of the lads says, he's trying to shoot my dog. And I said, no, he's effing not. He's trying to shoot us, basically. So we ran. Obviously, when you're running from something like that, you have adrenaline, so you're running high speed. Usain Bolt, well, not quite Usain Bolt speed, but you're running at a good speed. Then add someone shooting at you. You get this newfound adrenaline that is buried. It's buried deep inside you, and all of a sudden it's Usain Bolt at the field. So we passed from about here to here incredibly quick. The farmer was probably like, Jesus. But yeah, we got to this ditch. And then there was another field, and it wasn't that big, half the size, that size, right? After we got to here, we had to cross into a field that was this big, and then all of a sudden, the Jeep drives again, and he comes to here, where we were, while we're running across this field. As we're coming across this field, we all get split up. We all know where we're going, but we all get split up. It's every man for himself at this stage. We're young, we are running, because we don't know what's going to happen. So I ran. I was incredibly fast back in the day. I was quite quick at running. So fast that when I got to the edge of this field, I passed into a little small field again, like even smaller than this one. Jumped the ditch, got destroyed. My arms, everything got destroyed in thorns and everything. Different, you don't feel it. I didn't know that at the other side of this field there was a little ditch, right? Real little skimpy ditch. And I went, brilliant, let me hop over this. So I hopped over it rather carefully. I didn't leap over it, I jumped. So, hold up. So, I got to the edge of this field, right? Here it is, here's the field. Here's me running. Gotta go fast. Little tiny ditch, right? Couple of little bushes and stuff. I hopped over it. Little did I know when I hopped over that, there was a drop off. Because there had been construction going on for some reason. They dug out this area for some reason. I would say that drop was about 11 foot, maybe 12. somewhere between there. I didn't see that. I went straight down. I landed on both my legs. My knees came up and hit me in the chest, and I like slumped to the side. Quite painful. Yeah, I just like slammed off the ground. My knees came up, hit my chest, and I just like flipped over onto the ground. Still incredibly high on adrenaline. I jumped back up like nothing even happened and proceeded to run home. That I made it home in quite a good speed. And needless to say, I never went lamping again. That was one of the first. I went before, but it was, as I said, it was like just kids with lamps, not knowing what they're doing really. That was the last time I went lamping, and that was the first time I got shot at. So basically, yeah, that's it. Lessons learned. Don't trespass. Don't lamp. Know where you're going, because I didn't know where I was going, and I fell 11 or 12 foot. It was very sore the next day. For the next week I was in a lot of pain, but I was younger then, so it wasn't a big deal. If this happened to me nowadays, I'd be in a lot worse shape. I probably would have broken bones. But that's story time. That's the first time I got shot at. Some lunatic farmer had enough of people lamping in his field. He took it into his own hands and he came and he shot at us. Before you say, are you sure he shot at you? I'm very used to shooting. Yes, I'm sure he shot at us. Was he shooting at the dogs or was he shooting at us? Who knows? Only he knows that. All I'm saying is he couldn't tell the difference because it was so dark. All he could probably see was these little figures and white runners, and who knows? Who knows if he was shooting intentionally to do something or not. But that has been story time. Let me know if you enjoyed it. I've got so much more of these stories. May or may not be true. Who knows? Let me know what you think. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. I need more followers on Instagram. Please. And I'll see you later. That's all I got for you. I had a really nice view for the start of the video. Hold on. Like that. Hold up. This is where we are. So I'm just sitting on the floor here. I couldn't even sit in the log. Hold on, I go this side. It's top of a nice mountain. But I couldn't get it because I was sitting in a really stupid place. I should have thought that there'd be people passing up. But anyway, it's getting dark and I gotta go. Let me know what you think of story time, and if you wanted to keep going, I'm more than happy to keep making them. And also it gives us a more personal level of knowing each other. We can, you get to know me better, which I'm happy with. Rather than just me appearing in videos going, hey, look, this is a castle or this is a camping site, I don't know. Anyway, I'll see you later.